The pound yen for the week of September 28. The pound yen was actually the trade of the week. We have closed the week at 142. Our initial short, as you might recall from last week, that we are going to go short below the 150, 151. That was our structural shorting point. And if the prices took out the low of the 2 weeks ago, which is the 149.10, we are going to short it again. So last week we went short below 149.10, and the week it closed at 149.94. That's about a 600 pip move that we had in the pound yen. That move should continue. We have no reason to buy the pound yen unless it gets above the 146.74, because this is now our new structure, the new foundation, and we have now are in a downtrend versus in the pound yen. We are in a downtrend, and we should be looking for a trade towards the 138.90 around here, which is now that new structure. So with that, we should maintain our shorts. There is no reason for us to take any buys. There is no buy signals anywhere close to us. The closest buy signal is about 400 pips away or 300 pips away, so we should stay on the short side. Looking at the daily, again, as you see, this is the 151.50, which was our initial short. This is here the structural point, and we're looking, as I said, towards the 138.98. I do not see any, as I said, reason to cover our shorts. So, but what we have now, we have two big range days. We should be looking for a continuation to the downside, but with that, we are going to use the rules of the big range day rules in order to trade tomorrow or to trade on Monday. So the big range day rule means that we need to be making sure that it takes out these lows prior to initiating a new short. So for the new traders that are coming in today, your initial short now should be below 142.70. If it opens at above 142.70, or it is trading above the 142.70, do not initiate a new short. You only initiate shorts below the 142.70. So I'm going to enter that into the radar screen. So I'm going to go to the pound yen, and the new short point. Last week we went short from 154. That was our shorting point. This is where we are at right now at 142. So it was, as I said, we had this week. It was a magnificent week for us trading the pound pairs in general. So we are going to put our short point of 147. So the short point is 142.70. So we're only going to initiate a short below 142.70. These are the new shorts. So if it opens anywhere within that range of that day, you do not want to be initiating a new short. You will only initiate a new short on a trade below the big range days low. So with that, we're going to go to our intraday, and I'm going to put our shorting point here so we know what are we doing. and as you see, this is the 142.70, i.e. it is below the lows. And if I want you just to see the trades that was taken. Again, we are filtering the buys. We're not taking any buys. We're only taking the shorts, and only buys are to exit. These are the trades that was taken in the pound yen, starting from the Tokyo session on the first trade was taken around the 146.07, and it all the way down to the end, which is about 400. Let's see how many points there was. That trade approximately about 350 pips, or 3.5 yen to the downside. So with that, we are going to, as I said, we're not going to be taking the buys out of the Tokyo session. We are only going to be taking the short trades coming out of Tokyo. And we want the short trade to be below 142.70. I do not, because this is a very big range day, which is 350 pips. I want to make sure that I'm having continuous move to the downside. So any open here, I will not be taking that as a shorting or a buying. Okay, we do not have anything that would trigger for us a buy or a sell signal, because it is a big range day and it's already below a structure point, so there is nothing but air over here. So we should be maintaining our short bias. If we have an open out of Tokyo, let's say somewhere around here, the first buy, I will not take, that is for sure. I will not be taking that first buy. I will take the second. I will wait for a pullback, and then I will take the second buy. If it gets above the London range, I might consider that as a buy. And that, of course, might give us, if you want to take that as a scalp, okay, but just be careful, because there is a lot of pressure to the downside in the pound yen, and we do not have any as you see, the chart is nothing but air. You might get a push up like this. You don't want to be taking that first push. You want it when it pulls back and it comes back above that push again. So in this case, you might be looking hypothetically on a buy, a scalp buy, or a short-term buy to the upside, on a scalping to catch a little bit of the short covering above 143.59.